Hi guys, Banchin here. Welcome to a CherryTree update video. Feels like I haven't done one of these for a while actually, but it's been all the event stuff, right? But this is gonna knock your socks off. This is a quality of life update based on community suggestions from the CherryTree community. Adam has listened and gathered information from the community about what they want and has delivered. Watch this. We're gonna start off with the QOL update of going to the equipment screen. You can see that the food equipped is pumpkin pie there. So I can actually see what food I've got equipped, and from here I can change it to something else, which is really good, right? Put my pumpkin pie back. The other thing that you need to know about the equipment screen, the slight change, is that if you click the arrows, it actually tells you how many arrows you've got of each, which is wasn't what was happening before. You could only just select which arrow you wanted, but now it tells you the quantity. So it's a nice little QOL update there. Okay, let's go into the secret pathway. You will see it actually tells me there you are currently looking for path 20. So it actually gives me the path right at the top, saves you having to keep scrolling all the way down to try and find it. There you go. There's another QOL update. Rightio, let's go to our forestry. So when you go to burn your logs, you can see that you can a return to forest screen button has been added to that screen. Another QOL update will go into the Slayer Master. You can see that the experience bar has been added to the Slayer Master. And also, you can see I'm fighting the Orc King. If I go into my battle area and I go into my Realm of Kings, there you go, the Orc King is in yellow. So you will be able to see which Slayer task is active at that time. So if I want to complete that Slayer task, I go in there and I go, see you later, alligator. Thank you very much for coming. Good night, and give me my prizes. Thank you very much. May as well finish this one off. Why not? And there I go again. Okay. So that's another quality of life update. Now we go to my favorite quality of life update. So I absolutely love this one. It's the dailies. So if you click the dailies, as you can see, what it does is clicking any one of those will take you straight to the area. So if I click the word alchemy, it takes me straight to alchemy. If I go and click fishing, it takes me straight to fishing. As you can see happening on the screen there, crafting takes me to the Now, let me show you this. So, where is it? Let's say I go to farm or gear. Hang on a second. There we go. So there we go. And I'm crafting stone block. It actually takes me to the area that crafts stone block. It's not just a random place in the screen there, okay? So that was pretty cool. And fire making, of course, it takes you to the forest. You can pick whatever you want to do, return to the forest. And you've also got, where's the last one there that I've got on my screen, is cooking. And I'm gonna cook fish soup, and it takes me to fish soup. So as you can see, it takes you to exactly the item that you need to do. The only one I think is combat, and combat doesn't. It takes you just to the combat screen, and then you will pick the whichever thing you have to fight. It's the only one I think that's a little bit different. How about that, guys? QOL update. Okay, the plan was to do one of these every second week, to be a small QOL update and the big updates after that. But when you've got an event, especially when it's a 3-phase event, it's been a little bit difficult fitting those in, but Adam's done it this time because we are halfway through phase 2. Okay, now, big news. Let's have a look at all the additions to the game. Right, there we go. So I'll read this out to you. So Iron Man mode has returned. Take on the ultimate challenge with no trading, no shop, or any free stuff. All Iron Man players will also gain 3 new titles: the Iron Man, the Iron Woman, and the Iron, right? The Iron Man players will also have access to both the Vault and the Community Vault, and the reason for this is that they are both community features, so get involved. Okay, so that's all the Iron Man stuff. The other few things, now the choosing friendship gift when you go to send it to yourself, the Iron Man players also can now just directly do that without sending, okay? They can open it directly without sending. Now, the Quiver of Canosian. The most unpopular gods item in the game, I reckon, judging by community feedback, now has a damage increase of 20% when used along with Canosian arrows. Big deal, you're saying. Wait till you read a bit further down, okay? So, the next one I'll go to is the wearing the full farm or set gains double loot from enemies in the farm and the elite farm. And now let's link the Quiver of Canosian to wearing a full dragon hide set. Now, wearing a full dragon hide set early and mid gamers grants a 15% chance to save arrows while using archery. That's interesting because what does the Quiver of Canosian do? It saves arrows. It's a 60% chance to save arrows. Equip the dragon hide set, equip the Quiver of Canosian, and equip your Canosian arrows, and you are hardly using the Canosian arrows. You are saving them. It's going to be, 75% of the time. 75% of the time, you will not use up a Canosian arrow. That's pretty good because, as you know, Canosian arrows are very difficult to come by, but they do massive damage. Okay, wearing a full Mystic set increases all damage dealt by 20%. So this is for the early gamers, maybe the mid gamers. There is an increased drop rate of skilling outfits. Okay, so each week that you can get a different skilling outfit, and the increase is about 18%. So hopefully people will be able to find more of those doing whichever skill is currently the active skill in the week. And finally, we've got the increasing the drop rate of items in treat bags by about 15%. So once again, as you can see, as the event goes further and further, the treat bags are getting increased. They're getting buffed, basically. So more and more items. And the reason for that is basically because once the phase is over in the event, you will not be able to get that item again unless, of course, it is the scroll, which will be available in all 3 phases. But people do not want to miss out on the hatchet, and people do not want to miss out on the sunglasses. Even though some people don't care much for the sunglasses. But you wait and see what's going to happen. You guys are going to regret not getting those sunglasses if you think they don't do much. So mark my words. Anyway, minor bug fixes. Let's get back to the game. Okay, so what I am going to show you, let's go to my equipment screen. I'm going to wear a full Mystic set. Let's go here. As you can see, I've got it all prepared because I was doing some testing to make sure it all worked. I'm even going to put on the Mystic Dagger, although you don't need the Mystic Dagger. It's just the armor equipment. But, you know, where is my Mystic Dagger? It's not there. Okay, fine. I'll put on the chicken knife. All right. Oh, no, it doesn't sound right. I need a Mystic Dagger. Let me go in and get one. I'm sure I've got one somewhere in my stash. Let's have a look. There it is, that beautiful thing right there. So I'm going to withdraw. Let me just withdraw one. There you go. You can withdraw a certain number from the stash. How cool is that? Okay, and we go into my inventory. There we go. Let's equip it and let's go and fight something. So I'm going to go and fight. Let's go for Capina. Let's go for Oriel. She's weak. 161,000 full Mystic set. Okay, now, and of course I did double damage, but don't worry about that. It's about 160,000. So what I'll do now is I'm going to show you if I get rid of one of those. Let's say I'm going to put the King's Boots. Now the King's Boots are better than the Mystic Boots, obviously. You will see. Where are they? I think I've got them in order. Let me go to King's Boots. Boots? I keep saying boosts. Where are they? There they are there. I should get an extra 100 strength bonus. I get 100 strength bonus, all right? And the Mystic Boots, what are they? They are only 20 strength bonus. So, if the set didn't work, then putting the Mystic Boots should give me more damage. Now, I was 160,000, wasn't I? Let's see what I do with Oriel now. Oh, it's only 143. So as you can see, wearing a full Mystic set is going to boost your damage by 20%. Pretty good, early gamers. Let's get it on, right? And same with the mid gamers. I think you can probably use this as well at the mid game if you don't have all the other items. Okay, next thing we're going to have a look at. Let's go to the equipment screen and let's change this to my far more. Okay, we're going to go far more stuff. Going to be a full-on farmer. And I'm going to go into, I may as well just put on something explosive. Let's go into the farm and elite farm. Let's go to my ox, see what happens there. Okay, I'm getting double the items I normally would get from the elite ox. Have a look at all of that stuff dropping, okay? And if I didn't have the full set, the full farmer set, this would not be happening. All right, I only get the single stuff and I've tested it and it works. It's pretty cool stuff, okay? All right, next thing I'm going to do is show you the full Dragonhide set. This is big, guys. Dragonhide gloves, Dragonhide boots. We'll go in with the chicken knife. Why not? As long as you have the gear, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about the weapon. As long as you have the gear. And what I'll do is I'll just show you very quickly the damage on Oriel 2. What was that? I was 142. 142 damage. Wait a second. Silly me. I need to change this so that I'm wearing, let's go for let's go normal bow of Canosian. And I'll also do some, let's go for King's arrows just because we can. And let's have a look here for Oriel. There we go, that's better. Okay, so 327,000. All right, about 327, 328,000. That is big, okay? All right, let's have a look at those arrows. Now, you probably can't see the arrows being saved. So what I will do is I'm gonna change it to arrows you can see. So there's my elven arrows. So watch, I've got 282 elven arrows. And each hit, there you go, I'm saving arrows. All right, so every now and then you can see the arrows are not going down, even though look at the speed. You've got to understand the speed that I'm actually, so it's hit, 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 hit. It should be going down. Every second should be going down by 1, but I'm saving arrows. 15% chance to save arrows. Okay, so now the big thing. Let's go and test this out. Where is it? My Canosian quiver, but I'm gonna wear, so that already has 60% chance to save arrows, right? Okay, so now have a look at this. We're now a huge amount, 75% chance to save arrows. Look at this, it's hardly going down, okay? Look, it stayed at 226 for like 5 hits. Isn't that crazy? And on top of that, look at the damage I'm doing. I'm doing about 250, 220. Okay, just depends on what procs. But now let's change it over to change the arrows and see what happens. So I'm now gonna put Canosian arrows, 20% buff in damage. Oriel, 332. Whoa, look at the difference. That is insane, and I'm saving arrows. So you guys, you cannot use Canosian arrows now without having that quiver. Honestly, it is fantastic. It's got the damage boost as well. All right, and a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh yeah, but the 50% extra that the extreme power stone or the 70% or 80% damage the DPR does is going to be better. But guys, honestly, it's the saving arrows. The Canosian arrows damage is huge, and now you have a big chance to save them. So over time, the DPS works out better. It's tried, it's tested. Okay, over time, DPS of having the quiver works out better if you're using Canosian arrows specifically than if you had an extreme power stone or a DPR, a Death Princess rune. Okay, so think about this. That item has now got a buff. if you can put the Dragon Hide set on. Now, the Dragon Hide set is designed not for end gamers. So you wouldn't have the Dragon Hide set on to save arrows because it would be counterproductive because you're not doing enough damage. You would put your Canosian set on if you've got it. Okay, but if you can one hit, so let's say I want to one hit and save arrows. I just want for speed. There you go. Okay, and I'm saving arrows at the same time. So what you would do is the plan is you go and whatever mob you can one hit and use Canosian arrows, and it's got to be a decent mob obviously because you want the nice drops. This is what'll happen. What's happening on your screen now? It'll be bang, 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 right? You can wear the Dragon Hide set, okay? And couple that with the quiver, okay? So there you have it, all these changes. You guys called for it. Quality of life update, Adam delivered. It's gonna be so cool. Okay, just so much aesthetically pleasing, right? And that's not it, right? There's gonna be more quality of life updates in the future. So keep those suggestions coming. They are being looked at. Okay, there is a team of staff that does look at them and gather them, and Adam does have a look at them, okay? Just bear in mind, guys, with quality of life, just because you suggested it, it doesn't mean it's gonna be implemented, okay? And it might be a great idea. I have seen some great ideas, but they don't always fit with the flow of the game. So be a little bit patient, okay? Some things will happen, it'll happen, some things don't, but just that shouldn't stop you from suggesting it, but also please be mindful not to get frustrated if your suggestion doesn't get acted on. But there are heaps of suggested that have been acted on in this particular update. Can't wait for you guys to get it. Can't wait to see you guys in the next live stream, which will be next weekend. See you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.